Hello everyone, this is Blackbear Senpai speaking, excited to bring to you another event. This time I got to see Aweminus, at the 9 p.m. venue. It was a great event and I got to meet some new people, some new DJs specifically, and of course it was a very raucous crowd. Everybody was enjoying it, so I can't wait to bring that to you. But before I do, please like and subscribe. I know it's the same song and dance, but it really does allow my channel to grow and for more people to get eyes on my videos, for we can grow this community even more, aside from just my channel, but just EDM in its entirety. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. Other than that, Blackbear Senpai out. When I first walk in, the first artist I see is Engage, and he's already tearing it up. He's the type of guy that it doesn't matter how many people are in front of him, he gives that same energy. And again, that's pretty exciting for me as someone who usually comes when the doors open. I will say that it seems like he chose what his set was going to be and he executed it well. Different sounds, but always heavy, very energetic, and again, very appreciative. It kind of just allowed for the night to progress a certain way, and it didn't switch around too much. So again, big outs to Engage. Can't wait to see him again at a different event. After Engage with some homies, Azrael and Degen. Of course, I know both of these guys from the local scene, and again, they played fantastically. Of course, I've heard them individually, but together on a back-to-back, I really think they just really jived off each other. I really think it was some really good mixes, and they were able to feed off each other, which, of course, that's what you want from back-to-back. So I don't think I'm saying anything too crazy in that mold, but of course, it's one of those things where you just have to beat it. I'll play a little bit of it, obviously, but these guys definitely understand what the other one's trying to do, and it's refreshing when you see that, because sometimes some DJs kind of just hog the table, you know. It's not like these guys really understood which way they're going to do it, which songs they're going to play. Again, it's like there's a little more planning ahead of it, and when they did execute it and went out, they did a fantastic job. That's when people really started to hit the dance floor, and they really made people stay on it, and that's what you're always trying to do, especially at a show like this. So again, big shouts to them. So next it was Soundwreck, and honestly the best way to say is that he was doing Soundwreck-like things. He was absolutely turning up the volume, fucking us up, and people were enjoying every second of it. That's when everyone started to really bang their heads, really started to be in the music. So Soundwreck was the turning point for the event, which makes sense. He was about in the middle. And again, appreciate him for that, because at that point, everybody was involved. He was definitely able to get everyone standing up, everybody really listening. His music was hard-hitting, heavy. Everything was just slow to heavy. And even in that, it wasn't exactly repetitive. He's had so many different songs he was using, so many different types of songs, and he always knew where he was going with it. So again, Soundwreck, always look out for him. He's definitely someone that you should shell out some money to go see. Second to last was Blank Space. And again, this is somebody that I haven't heard of before. I never seen a set of his, but he absolutely banged. He absolutely went out there and changed the game for me. Not to say that he was the absolute best of the night. I will give that to Aweminus. However, he definitely showed me something new, and now I know the name Blank Space. That's definitely something that I'm going to be looking out for. He definitely could probably headline a show or two. He probably does already, and that was pretty awesome to see, just how he was able to control the crowd, all the different types of tunes he was using to really make an atmosphere that was really his. And again, that's really what a DJ and a producer especially would do. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look out for Blank Space from here on out. And he was, again, just absolutely awesome. I won't say he was as heavy as Sound Rec, but Blank Space definitely gave an energy that I really couldn't deny. So yeah, definitely check him out too.
I just unmiked everyone and push it. We violent men, they talk too much and silence them. Quiet them and press the flow, we're taking stuff and minus them. They say this shit disgusting, but I bet we fucking love it. On track we rush and time and place, cops get caught in public. Marching, like rushing, spark it, no bluffing.
Last was Aweminus, and honestly, I felt like Aweminus gave me old school DJ vibes with just new tunes. It sounded like he was somebody that they pulled out from like the early 2000s, but then they showed him the beats of today, and it was like, make something of this. And that was the vibe he gave me. Not exactly how he sounded per se. It sounded very much of the time, and he had his own type of style. I was actually listening to Aweminus this week to kind of get an idea about what type of music he makes and or plays, and I completely understand why he not only is headlining, but it was such a big thing for him to come to 9 p.m. venue. However, yeah, the vibe, man, just the headphones on one ear, you know, like the whole thing like that. So he kind of gave an aura to himself. And then when the music hit, again, he was very shifty with his tunes. He was like, at one point he was doing drum and bass, right? And like, it was like at the perfect time where everyone was just swept into it. So I'm sure there's people out there who probably aren't even drum and bass fans who was definitely dancing to it. So I really thought that was pretty cool how I was able to kind of like intermingle and switch through so seamlessly. Again, it's one thing to just do it, but for him to do it so well is where I definitely give the props to. So he's definitely somebody who is seasoned in the game, somebody who really understands their craft. So again, big shout out to Aweminus. And that was pretty much it for the night. After that, I definitely took myself home. It was pretty much 2 o'clock. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. This was Blackbird Senpai speaking again. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh, and if you want, stay for some more clips.